maybe. There we are. I was like, where did this thing go? Hi, everybody. Look, I found this. Although I'm going to tell you, it doesn't fit nearly as well as my Mickey ears. But
oh yeah,
it works. So yesterday, after we got off, I went upstairs to go ship that stuff, right? Because I told you guys I had to ship something.
Yeah.
So I go upstairs, I have the boxes in my hand, and I look at Allura, and I'm like, hey, I got to run to the grocery, or not the grocery, I got to run to the post office and ship this, and I'll be right back. And she's looking at me, she goes, what do we got there? And I'm like, some boxes. And she goes, no, what are you wearing? And I was like, what am I wearing? She's like, you got ears on. I was like, oh. She's like, I've got nothing against the ears. I like the Mickey ears, but it was like, all right. Yes. It looks so cute. That is literally the first thing I said when she got on here. I was like, I love your hair. I love your hair.
Well, look, I pull it back every day to make it look like a faux hawk. And then I'm always like trying to push this side down because it's poofy. And then I feel like I look like Friar Tuck, and that's not a good look. And so I'm like, when I started looking up hairstyles, and I'm like, this is what I want my hair to look like. So I just screen capped a couple of them, and I went in, he's like, what are we doing today? Just shaving it up? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh. And I was like, take it off. And he was like, what? And I showed him, I was like, think pink. And he was like, done. And he did it.
I love it. I love it so much.
I'm in love with it.
You are going shorter, and mine just keeps getting longer and longer.
Oh, I did all my long hair when I was young. Like,
yeah.
And like, he did a really nice job and like styled it real pretty. And then the wind like ate it.
No, it is so fantastic. It could be like totally punk. I love it so much.
The plan is to be punk. That is my plan, because what else is she gonna do?
I love it. I think it's fabulous.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that your hair keeps just getting longer, and all I can think is like,
it does.
And like, look, every time my hair gets a little long, I'm like, I could grow it out and put it in a ponytail. And then I realized I would only ever put it in a ponytail.
Mm-hmm. Well, remember, I started growing mine out during COVID.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't go get a haircut.
Yeah.
And then I got a terrible haircut.
I remember. Oh my God, I remember that haircut.
It was so bad. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. And that's when I really committed to wearing wigs more. And then my hair got long enough where I found these wigs, and I'm like, That's how I used to wear this is how I
Yeah.
used to wear my hair, you guys. My hair used to be very long. I'd put it in hot rollers every morning. I'd twist it and put it up. Like, this is how I wore my hair. And so I found well, this one, I don't know if you guys can see this one. It's like a clip. Can you see there's a clip?
Yeah.
Can you see? So this one, these are clips that come on. I have another one that's like, it's a rubber band with the hair on it that you can mix it and look like a messy bun. I have all those. And when I was able to start using those, I'm like, this is how I want to do it. So then you need your hair a little bit longer. So I was like, okay, I haven't cut my hair since last year, this time when John cut the 3 inches, but it was like this. Yeah, like it went up to here. So my hair, I was just telling you, like I can touch my hair if I put my hand behind my back. Like my hair is so long. It's ridiculous, but I love your hair. I think that is so cute. If I had really great thick hair like you, I would do that. But my hair is so thin.
I have such thick hair.
Oh, my hair is so thin.
And like, look, I'm gonna be honest. Like my sister has wispy hair too. Like,
yeah.
I have my mom's hair. My mom, you knew my mom. Like it was, my mom always had really great thick hair that had great body in it. And I'm going to tell you, I think it comes from my grandmother, my mom's mom, Gano, because I remember going like, Gano, why do you do your hair like that? She had like this, her hair literally grew up and like it made a wave. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Awesome. And I was like, how do you get your hair to do that? And she looked at me, she goes, oh, honey, I just stopped fighting with it. And I was like, your hair just does that? And she goes, yeah. I'm too old to fight with hair. That's stupid. And I was like, done. And so I was like, so occasionally my hair will do it. And I'm like, hey, Gano.
That's awesome.
But my mom's hair did it too. So I figure like, I mean, Tracy and I joke that I'm my mom and she's my dad. And like, look, I'm going to tell you right now, if my mom were alive today, this is what she'd have.
Oh yeah.
You know my mom would have a faux hawk.
I told you the minute I saw you, I was like, why does that remind me of your mom? Like,
because you would have got. Because, like, I also remember my mom wore a bun, like a tight top bun for years.
Really?
Oh, years. My mom put her hair in a bun every day, probably for, I don't know, 10, 12 years, every day. And then one day someone was like, you know what, Lisa, I think your hair would look really good if you cut it short. She got it bobbed. She looked great. And she was like, it's so much lighter. I'm so much cooler. Right. And then she just slowly kept getting it shorter and shorter until she ended up with a pixie.
I love it.
I love that my mom and I pretended like we didn't have the same haircut. Newsflash. We super did.
Totally had the same haircut. Totally.
But mom and I were like, no, it's different. Both of us, not just me. My mom was like, no, we don't have the same haircut.
No, that is so funny.
And then like I had that haircut for a long time. And it was so heavy here. Rebecca sent us a Instagram account that she follows because she has an undercut. And I was like, oh my God, her hair is so cute. So I grew the top out and I told him to shave the sides out. And he did. And then all I ever did was pull it up like that. And I was like, take it off. I'm done.
I love it. I think that's so great. I love it. This is cute. Look at this. This is like, it's like the topic that won't end. 3 months. 3 months one.
Hilarious.
Unless you're John Bird, then it's 2 weeks.
Well, let me tell you how I had a meeting with Kate yesterday to talk about like social strategies and like the holidays because there's so much, right? Like we had a meeting and she was like, hey, I missed 24 days yesterday. What did you guys talk about? And I was like,
I would just be like, you just go watch. Just go.
And watch. I was like, maybe. And she was like, he did what? And I was like, yeah.
So speaking of the social stuff, so yesterday, guys, we told you, like talking about how the interaction and everything all is helpful. So as you know, yesterday I gave you all a free pattern, right? Can I just tell you that enough of you went there to get the free pattern and shared the link that you more than doubled my ad revenue for the day? Do you realize what that does to help me as a business? Like you guys, I don't think you fully understand. That's good. That's literally going to allow me to keep going into the new year. Like it's so huge. The amount that you guys have helped me with that. So I just want to say thank you. And mention that today there are 2 patterns. So because it's actually because I was just going to do socks. And so I was going to do the toe up knit socks. And I'm like, you know what? I have toe up crochet socks too.
Yeah.
I could do both today. I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I have them both available today. So same drill. if you go to those links that I sent it in an email, it's in the video description box. If you go to those links and you find that button, click the button and you'll get a free PDF download. And if you will continue to help me spread the word about that, you guys, man, you are helping me so much. Like, I appreciate it so much. Like, I need as much help as I could possibly get, because
Same.
I told you I had a big meeting today, right?
Yeah.
There's like, I'll tell you more later about specifics, or not specifics, but
right. Not
more than I can share to
like
the public.
more...
But there's nothing yet. There's nothing yet. There's a possibility of something, but there's nothing yet. So all of this is to say my entire income is changing so much.
Same.
So much, guys. I'm talking like, imagine your entire paycheck going away. That, I'm not even joking.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah. So all of that, like I have said that a couple times, like your willingness to help me share the links and spread the word and do all the things, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it so incredibly much.
Like,
and then I noticed you're doing a town hall. What is that all about?
Yeah. So, I'm just going to be really honest. So
this is a safe space.
Safe space. So like, and I want to be very clear. I'm not shaming anyone. I am not trying to get pity orders. Like that is not what this is about. This is about, there is something wrong and I am trying to fix it. Okay. In the same way that if I looked at test data when I had students and everybody missed the same question, half my students missed the question. The problem isn't my students. The problem is me.
Right.
Okay. So I want to be very, very clear, because what I'm about to say is going to sound really bad. And I don't know how to say it any other way. Okay. So I'm not good at numbers. However, I know lots of people who are. And so I have spreadsheets that were built by people much smarter than me. Thanks, Wade. Because my cousin Wade has a very big science math brain. And so like I have predictive models of what I can expect based on my sales throughout the year. So like, how much do I make for Small Business Saturday? How much should I expect of that to sell? Right. And it's an election year. And as you know, in an election year, it gets weird. And like, look, this isn't a conscious thing. I'm not making a political statement. This is just how it is.
Does. It's just
every 4 years. And it's not like, it doesn't matter who's in office. It does not matter who's in office. It doesn't matter who's in the Senate. It doesn't matter any of that. It's because everyone's like, what's going to happen? So like, I knew 2024 was going to be a little bit down. I was fine with that. Like, that's okay. But I was down. I expected to be down about 20% on Small Business Saturday, and I was down more than double that. So like, I will be really honest. I think that it's the program that we're using for live sales. Like, I think that's what it is. I think people don't like it, and that's okay. I need to know if that is true, and I need to know if that is, I can fix that, right? Or like, if it's just like, oh, well, we feel like we've seen these fabrics before. Okay, I can fix that.
Right.
But I need to know that, because if the sales trend continues the way it is, I will be back in a classroom in August.
It's
like,
just
I'll have to find somebody to sublet this space. I'll have to liquidate my machines, and that's it.
Yeah.
And like, and I can track where it started. It started where where I had to switch platforms. That's where it started. There were so many issues with the first switch we did, and then we switched to this new platform. And honestly, I completely understand. I think people are just like tired of it, and I am too.
Yeah,
I am too. And so like, the town hall is really just to like get feedback. Like, where normally I would do like a story time, right? Because like, I love a story. You know, I love
yeah.
Where I do all the talking. This one will be like the opposite, where like, I want everybody else to come and like give me feedback. And like, I also want to be really clear. Like, I'm not driving around here in like a luxury vehicle and carrying a Louis Vuitton. Like, I live a very modest lifestyle. I drive a very reasonable car that I owe way too much money on, because cars are expensive. My husband drives a beater, and I mean a beater. There's a giant hole in the back of our truck. Like, giant hole. That's what it is. And like, for the first time, I think the thing that's the most crushing about it is this is the first year where I think I would be able to like have Christmas on Christmas and we won't have anything under the tree.
I understand.
And like, again, I'm not like, oh, pity poor me. I chose this. This is the lifestyle I chose. I'm not upset. Like, it's sad and I'm sad about it, but it's not like,
you're not just sitting back and doing like a blame game. You're like, hey,
if I'm blaming anybody, I'm blaming myself.
Right. You're like, help me fix my business so that I can provide you what you are asking for.
Exactly.
Or if you like what you're seeing, but you just don't have the funds right now, that's totally valid.
And that very well might be it.
Absolutely valid.
That might be it. But like, based on the fact that like Black Friday reported record-breaking sales numbers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So I don't know if that's it or if it's just that like, and it could be that like, look, I know that I've waited for a Black Friday sale to replace like a washing machine, a television, right? And so like, if you don't have, sorry, I get like 92 spam phone calls a day. So like, if you had to spend your Christmas money on a new refrigerator, like I understand, like it is the most expensive time to be alive.
Absolutely.
Like it's never been this expensive.
So I think what's important though, is that people can completely understand that you're asking for help to understand.
Yeah.
But then also, even more than any other time, the more y'all can help us spread the word about who we are and what we do. I mean, it's a little bit of your time and it's so appreciated. Like doing that, like and comment and share. It sounds so cliche, but it
really matters.
It really matters.
It really matters. And like, so like when I met with Kate last night, Kate's a little younger than me. Like she's not, I wouldn't say like significantly, like she's in her 30s. I'm in my 40s. Like we're peers, right? Like, and she's like, do we have a TikTok? And I was like, I mean, I reserved my name on TikTok. And she was like, cool. Can I have that login? And I was like, you think I know how to log into TikTok?
Yeah, exactly.
Log into TikTok. And so I had to go figure it out. And I sent her the login. She's like, I'm going to put stuff up on TikTok. Like, whatever. I was like, okay. You know, like, I mean, really, truly just like throwing spaghetti at a wall, see what sticks.
Yep.
So Cindy, that sounds like a good idea, but like, I don't want to go back to teaching. Like, I want to be very clear. I did my time. The reason I left teaching was because I don't like how much we test children. It was not like I didn't get pushed out. I wasn't asked to leave. I didn't have any reason to leave other than the fact that I wanted to do my business full time. And there was there's a lot of politics that go along with teaching that people do not see unless you are in a classroom. Amongst teachers, it's not all the things that teachers complain about that kids do. Guess what they learned about? They learned it from their teachers. That's the facts. Okay. I will die on that hill. And so like, I don't want to go back to teaching, but I have to have health insurance and I have to have bills. I have be able to pay roof on my house. And unfortunately where I live, substitute teaching it's $60 a day. That's it. Yeah. Like mostly college kids do it. And so like, it's just not enough. Yeah. New York, maybe, or maybe a private tutor. I mean, I could tutor ACT. I know I could do that. I could do English. It's just finding people. It's just like, it's very, very, I just honestly, I don't mind tutoring. That would be fine. I like a one-on-one interaction. Like, I mean, technically I've tutored 2 of 3 of your kids. So I really don't want to go back.
Yeah. It's hard all the way around, but
really I mean, and also like, if I go back, like I will have to move out of the home that I've lived in for 10 years and move into an apartment. And they may like, I can't, it's not great. Like $100 for 6 hours of their time per day. No, it's $60 a day before tax. It's $60 a day. And they're like, why don't we have any substitutes? Gee, let me think.
Yeah.
Why can't we get licensed teachers to substitute? Gee, let me think. So anyway, because they're so short of teachers here, and I still know enough people, I could get a job pretty quickly. Even though my license has lapsed, Tennessee's like, we don't care. So, and like, look, I'm not asking for anybody to like do any, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like, wait, like I am a person who believes that 2 heads are better than 1, 3 heads are better than 2. Like maybe I don't have the idea. Maybe I haven't come up with the idea. Maybe somebody else has the idea. Like that's complete, like, and that's fine. And so like, I don't want to be a person who's like, oh, I know all the answers when I don't think I have all the answers. Like I'm more than willing to ask for help. I'm more than willing to like, ask somebody who has another idea. Like, look, some of the bags designs that I've come up with are not mine. People are like, what if a bag did X? And I'm like, that's smart. So
I still remember when you were
in 6 hours. Where I live, school starts at 8 and ends at 3:30.
I remember, Cheryl's going through ice cream in the snow. I remember when you were is that the word? Against zippers. Like,
oh yeah.
Unbelievably against zippers.
Oh, against zippers.
And Rebecca and I were like, really like some zippers. You're like, ugh. Now, like, look how many zippers you put in.
When I ordered zippers last, I ordered 900 yards of zippers at once.
So John's backpack zipper broke again. And he goes, I guess I got to go back to Tennessee to get this fixed.
I'm glad to fix it for him.
Yeah, I know. He was like, I guess I gotta go back to Tennessee to get this fixed.
Well, I want you to know, like, my husband calls me like super distraught. So he plays this game called Star Citizen. I don't quite understand what it is. Apparently it's still in beta, but he plays with all of his friends. He loves it. Okay. Like it is the thing he wants to do to unwind. I'm like, great. Well, they put out merch and like he got this hoodie and it fits him so well, which is rare. You know how hard it is to get good clothes for men that size. And it was like $65, which is, pretty average for a hoodie nowadays, but like it's nice, right? And he's like, my zipper won't zip. I'm like, what? He called me about this at work, and he's like, the zipper on my hoodie is broken. I'm like, what do you mean the zipper is broken? He's like, how do you fix a zipper? I'm like, what is wrong with the zipper? And he's like, it won't zip. I'm like, David, there's a lot of ways the zipper won't zip, right? And so he's like, well, and it's a metal tooth zipper. This is a high-end zipper. And so then I look at it and I'm like, does the zipper pull say YKK? And he's like, why would that matter? I'm like, does the zipper pull say YKK?
Yeah.
And he's like, where would that be? I'm like, on the little pull. Like it'll say YKK.
Zipper. Yeah.
And he's like, no. And I was like, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is like, look, there's really only one zipper manufacturer in the whole world, and it is YKK zippers. The difference is if you don't put YKK on the zipper pull, it's not self-healing. Have you ever seen like when a zipper will separate even though you've zipped it? A YKK zipper is typically self-healing. That's what makes it YKK. No idea what that stands for, by the way. No idea.
Okay.
But YKK zipper pulls will self-heal and his doesn't. And so like I get home and he takes the hoodie off and he hands it to me. He's like, can you fix my zipper? And I'm like, I don't know. So then there I am like sitting with it, like trying to get it to heal. And I'm like, this isn't going to happen. Like, this isn't it. And so like, he's like, well, what do I do? I was like, well, I'd contact him. You've had the hoodie for 3 weeks. Get a new, that's rude.
Yeah.
And he's like, can you just put a new zipper pull in it? I was like, yes.
So I just want to, Mike King Vegas, that's my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My dad's here, everybody. I just wanted to, because, we can get creepers sometimes.
Yeah, I thought he was a creeper. I didn't know it was your dad.
He wrote sweetheart. I was like, people are going to think he's a creeper. That's my dad, y'all. Hey, Dad.
Oh, Lisa knows what YKK stands for. It's the Japanese company that manufactures zippers.
Dude, she had to have copy and pasted that.
I hope
ChatGPT, Lisa. That's so crazy. Pearl, what is with you?
But so anyway, and like I don't use YKK zipper pulls, but I also don't use a locking zipper pull. And that's the difference. Like a locking zipper pull, if you pull it up, it stays, right? Like it locks into place. Mm-hmm. So I don't use YKK zipper pulls because they're 4 times the price because they're self-healing. But also, like, I can fix it. Like 9 times out of 10, I can fix it. But metal teeth they're just different. Like, they're just different. And so, like, several of the teeth were bent. So I'm sitting there with, like, needle nose pliers, fixing the teeth on the zipper. And then just to find out it won't work, and then I have to take the zipper out and put a new zipper on. Like, oh my God.
Lisa's a smart one. Hi.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're warm. Oh, no, look. Hi. You just want to stay here for a little bit? You just want to stay here a little bit?
I just need cuddles, Mom.
I think so. Hi.
Big yawn.
Like, what are we doing here? Are we going to hack something up? What's going on? So I thought of a question we could talk, since yesterday we talked about books. I want to hear what everybody is making this year for Christmas, because I know a lot of people are making gifts.
Yeah.
Like, what is the thing everybody is making this year? Let's kind of give some love to other designers and stuff. Like, so it doesn't have to be mine. But if you have a link to somebody's something and you want to pop it into the chat, or if you're watching this on the afterplay and you want to add it to the comments, please do. Kind of share with us what you're making. Hi, are you okay?
So, fun fact, while we wait for people to comment what they're making, all I'm making for Christmas is a scene. Amazing.
She won't let go. Earl. Okay, there you go.
So this morning I had to go buy yarn so that Angie and Michelle, who have volunteered, well, I'm going to pay them obviously for their skill and time. But remember when I messaged you that I needed a good baby blanket pattern, and you sent me the two? The little hexy one. I went and bought yarn for that, and they are making a baby blanket for a friend of mine who is having a child they did not expect. And that baby shower is on the 15th. So they're splitting the workload. One person's making the hexies, the other person's putting them together. And because I was like, I don't have time to make a blanket right now.
Right,
but like, I also am like big Aunt energy. You can't have not a handmade blanket from Aunt Lindsey.
I understand that.
So like, so that's what's going on here. So thanks for the pattern.
Hey, you're welcome. You're more than welcome. Let's see here what people are saying. What did you? Somebody said something.
Somebody said all I'm making for Christmas is a scene.
Okay, so my dad is nuts. I'm not making anything for Christmas. My daughter
an 8-inch white throws around
an 8-inch white. No,
she's just now finding out about this.
Nope. Not gonna happen. I love you, but no. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, the Know Your Worth sweater.
I love that sweater.
I love it too. I love that
sweater.
It is so comfortable. I had it on just the other day, actually. It's right around the corner. I love it. And let's see here. Jill is making socks right now, or she's trying to. She's frustrated. What part are you on that's frustrating you, Jill? Hopefully it's not too difficult. They can be a little tricky. Diane, unfortunately, has carpal tunnel. That is a bitch. Absolutely. Elise, still working on a blanket project from 2 years ago. Totally get that. And nothing else. It's with love from Grandma. I will link to it later in the comments. Please do link to it in the comments for sure. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody, please add links, please, all the way. For real though, I just picked up some silk to make scarves when we went to Paris last month. I should probably get to sewing. Oh, that sounds magical.
Yeah, it does. Also, sewing on silk,
I've never done that. Is that hard? I mean, I'm being serious. I don't know.
Yeah. Anything that's got a sheen to it sews differently, and anything that has stretch to it sews differently.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making washcloths and towels.
I love a gifted washcloth. It's my go-to.
I love a kitchen washcloth. A few beanies, and I need something for my mom. Ooh, guys, let's brainstorm. What should she make for her mom? Do for mom? Like my mom loves fingerless mittens. She does not like a hat. She doesn't want to mess up her hair. She likes a cowl. But as if it's not tight, it has to be.
Yeah, my mom liked a long cowl, like a necklace.
It has to be a bigger cowl. Yeah. She loves socks. My mom loves socks. Mm-hmm. So I mean, those are some quick ideas if you want those ideas. Martha, bowl cozies. I think that's what they're called. With the cotton yarn. I've seen a lot of people make those where it's cotton yarn. It's technically not supposed to go in the microwave, but people put it in the microwave so that they can still hold the bowl. But you have to put a disclaimer on your website because if a fire starts, you could get in trouble for that. I've never made them. I am not saying that you should do them. I'm just saying that's what I've seen. Let's see here. The Chasing Rainbows baby blanket. I think we just remade that one too.
Really?
I wonder if Yarnspirations published it. We just remade that. When I say we, I mean Chrissy. Chrissy just remade it with different yarn because the yarn that we had used was discontinued. I think it's that one, the Chasing Rainbows. So, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of ends to weave in. That's a free pattern on Yarnspirations too. Let me go find that pattern real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me a minute.
While you're doing that, where were you? I'm trying to find where you were. Old Coast, Chasing Rainbows. Let's see. I'll put that up. Making blankets for family members, face cloths, face scrubbies, leg warmers. Blankets for family members. They must be very well loved.
Yes.
Very well loved to make blankets at this time of year because that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Right. I'm scrolling. So I just put it in the comments, the link to the Chasing Rainbows.
New stockings. Tiny Stockings Workshop. Toe-up mini stockings. So fun.
That's awesome.
That's so fun.
That's awesome. You know what I saw today? I saw I don't know her name. Is it Bjorn? That doesn't sound right. Lily Bjorn. Come on, y'all probably know. She does crochet, really pretty crochet work. I'm terrible. This is terrible that I don't know. Anyways, I follow her on Facebook and she's doing like a make along thing. And she did this really great crochet ornament that I saw. Like it was so pretty. It was very texture and colorful. And it made me like stop the scroll. Right. I wish I could, I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. I got to find it now. I want to, maybe y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. You know what? Let me look at Ravelry. Maybe she's in a hot right now.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Probably is.
Cindy says she's making Christmas ornaments. She makes one every year. For this year, she got kits from Hirschner's.
Oh,
amazing.
Awesome. We love Hirschner's.
Yeah.
We're talking, Tatsiana. Hold on.
I don't know that name.
So Leela Bjorn Crochet.
Okay.
Leela Bjorn Crochet. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link to her Ravelry designer page here. But I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna put the link then to where is
Oh, it's super cute.
Do you see it? The gift bobble, I think is what it is called.
The gift bobble crochet pattern. Yes.
Isn't that cute? I saw that on
Oh, did you see the gift coaster? That one's cute.
All right, hold on. Hold for parts.
We're gonna see
if we could share all this and look at this together. I can't see us, but can you see my Ravelry page?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, just side note, I don't answer Ravelry messages. Thought I'd tell you guys. Like, there's only so many places I can look at things, and I just can't do it. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I saw. I was like, how cute is that?
So cute.
Like, it's adorable. They're adorable.
I'm on her blog, and she has the gift coaster pattern from Thanksgiving. Super cute.
Is that this?
Uh-huh.
That's cute.
Yeah, the texture on it is so cute.
She's incredibly talented. Like she has done some, I can't even express to you some amazing things. Like I don't know her personally, but I am such a big fan of hers.
Yeah.
Like she just does some
look at that pillow.
Oh, really super great work. I mean, look how cute these are. These are beautiful.
Beautiful.
Those are so pretty.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't follow her, you absolutely should follow her. She's very talented designer. I wish I knew her as a person too. You know what I mean? Like
her work is gorgeous.
Her work is gorgeous. It's like I'm always like in awe of what she's doing. She does some really great stuff. Anyway, so that when you were talking about stockings, it made me think of the ornaments.
Gotcha.
Which, by the way, Brianna and Hannah are both doing lots of ornaments too, and they're just like going like gangbusters. Like Brianna's patterns lately, she like has had hit after hit after hit after hit. I'm like, can I get a little bit whatever it is you're on? Because
right, like, can you send some of that mojo my way, boo?
She's doing so many wonderful things. Like, I'm so happy for her. Like, you guys know I love Brianna Kay. She's one of my best absolute friends, and like she's wonderful. So I'm so happy that she's having the success she's having. But she's got great patterns too. All right. Every year I make a Christmas ornament for my friends. I think you just said that. Brought the kit from Hirschner's. That's great. I'm making playmat for my granddaughter. We got some Farn toys to go with it. It will be made up of different squares and different pattern stitches. That's awesome.
That'll be so fun.
A newsboy hat for my aunt, like one of my newsboy hats with the
I
with
love
the
your
really cool
newsboy
brim.
hat.
I love my newsboy hats.
I
mean,
those.
I make some cool stuff sometimes, but there are very few things that I'm like, I love this pattern that I did.
Yeah.
And my newsboy type hats, those are some of my favorite patterns. They're just fun. Fingerless mitts called Mitt Envy Pattern by Weaselana. All right, so I'm gonna go look that up. Weaselana. Let me see if I can find it. How do you spell that? Weezalana. Okay. There they are. Oh, they're saved. I must have them. They're in my library. I
wonder if she was on a. Oh, they're great.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, maybe she was a 24 Days of Cookies last year or something.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
They're great.
Those are cute.
Yeah.
Absolutely adorable. Absolutely adorable. Okay, hat and fingerless mittens and socks. Julia says paw print throws, 2 swanchos, 3 Marly Bird mosaic hats. Oh, knit or crochet? Because I can tell you, guys, these are fantastic. All of these hats, they are so great. They're so awesome. I love them. I love them so much. The trifle sweater, that's last year's turkey trot.
Yeah.
Already sent to the kid. So you made all of that?
Julia is so on top of it. By the way, if you haven't gotten your package from Julia yet, you want to make sure that you get it and you bring it down to your office immediately.
I haven't gotten anything. I
got a package from Julia today. I have already been enjoying it, Julia. Thank you very much.
Okay, I haven't gotten a package. I got
I'm guessing it was wrapped in everything. It had a bow and like
a cool note. Okay. I haven't gotten anything like that yet. Okay, but, cool. I love getting Julia packages.
I know. But I'm just telling you right now to make sure that you get it away from your children.
Well, see, I only have one child here, so that's good. And John is on a no carb, no dairy diet. He eats a lot of beans.
How do you not eat cheese?
Thanksgiving? No, lots of beans. Lots of beans in my house. Beans and
but
lentils.
So I don't want it to disappear.
I got you. Okay, I will look for it.
Okay,
I will look for it. I'm gonna keep going here. I am a tight knitter, if that helps. What did I miss?
I remember we said something. Jill told us what she was making.
Oh, the socks. She was making socks.
And she was frustrated. Yeah.
I get it. That's hard. So one thing you can do, Jill, when you're knitting, whether you're wrapping with your right hand or your left hand, after you wrap your needle, I know this sounds funny, but instead of keeping, like if here's your needle, if your finger is up here, bring it down. Bring it down. What that's going to do, if your finger's up here, it's pulling the stitch underneath. It's pulling it up. So it's shortening the stitch that's on your needle. So after you knit, if you pull your finger down, it allows the stitch underneath to rest normal and allows the stitch on your needle to be the actual size of your needle, and you're not shortening it, so you won't have tight stitches. These are the things you can learn in By Crafty Boot Camp, or if you just learn from Marly Bird. Because I was a tight knitter. So I had to dissect my own knitting to figure out, why am I so tight? And because I wasn't tight when I was continental, I was tight when I was throwing, and I figured out what it was.
So I was a tight knitter until I learned, because I'm a weird knitter, right? You've seen me knit.
I flick continental going backwards. So when I knit left-handed,
Yeah.
I'm a flicker.
Interesting.
Mhm.
But so, and then when I learned that rhythm, man, that changed everything for me. And I learned it from somebody who worked at my LYS. His name is David. Super love that man to the day I die. Super lovely human. And I was like, show me how you do that. And I just stared at his hands for like 2 days.
Mhm.
And then like I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I made a felted beanie for a friend's baby so that it didn't matter the gauge. And after I was done with that, I did a seed stitch scarf.
I did
so
a
that I
seed
could
stitch
get
scarf.
the feeling back and
Yep.
forth.
Yep.
And then I never looked back.
I did a seed stitch scarf to teach myself how to throw. And I've watched you knit. You don't put your finger up high. You keep it low so you don't have to worry about it. That's why you're not a tight knitter. I've watched you knit.
But I used to keep it really high. I was a very tight knitter.
Yes. Yes.
Well, now, where were you 15 years ago, Marly Bird?
I wasn't. Was I even knitting then? I think I was. I think I learned in 2007 or 6, something. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Above pattern is Tunisian entrelac. The one she's working on? I got to go find. What did I miss? I feel like I missed something.
Hang on. Cindy.
Did I miss something?
She was, where'd she go? Well, now I can't find it.
I can't find it either. All right, so I'm going to go to the next one. Okay. I made a scarf with pockets for my daughter-in-law and a cup cozy and mug rugs for friends. That's cool. My scarf with pockets that we did, or the pocket wrap, whatever you're going to call it. We did it for Turkey Trot 2021, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. It is still one of like the best patterns, and I don't see enough people like making it. Like I'm like, this is such a good pattern.
Yeah.
And it also goes with the Creekside Ruana. Like it's just a good pattern. I love that pattern. Maybe that should be one of the free patterns one day. I will be
hand sewing the silk instead of the machine.
All right. That works. Okay. This is going to be interesting because this is why I wanted to ask everybody, because I see so many people making this hat. It's by Yacilda Teague.
I'm looking it up. I don't know.
I can't. And it's a double hat. It's like you're knitting 2 hats so that one can tuck into the other. I have nothing against Yacilda. I think she's awesome. I think she designs really great stuff. I don't understand how she can get so many people to use sock yarn to make a double-sided hat.
That is sock yarn.
That is sock yarn. I know. And I'm just like, okay, I'm over here.
What sorcery are you using, Yolanda?
That's what I want to know. I want to know how.
I mean, the hat's gorgeous. The hat's gorgeous.
It's great. It's absolutely great. I'm Morlog. I want to know how you can get people to use sock yarn, because all of my hat patterns that use sock yarn, which I think are good, like nobody makes them. Nobody makes them. Weird. I don't know. So that's just funny. A 2 flax baby sweater. Okay, that's by I can't think of their name all of a sudden. It'll pop in my head. 3 vanilla socks and 2 baby sock sets and a partridge in a pear tree. That's what it feels like. That's a lot, Kim.
I feel like I'm the Sahara.
Kim, are you making your hat in sock yarn? Like, I think it's fabulous. Like I said, I have nothing against Yacilda. I don't think the pattern's bad. I don't anything like that. I literally just want to know what her sorcery is to be able to get so many people to make this pattern with sock yarn. Like 30,000 people have made this hat, Linz. Like, so many people have made that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I don't have the time. I would love to make a hat out of sock yarn. I just don't have the time.
No, it's just not going to happen. So,
look, I like color work and a worsted weight yarn. Let's go.
Dude, I needed a break from knitting the sweater, so I made this last night. Like, I have to, and I made it upstairs. I didn't have my darning needle with me, so I haven't closed it. But I was like, give me some worsted weight yarn. I need to make something else, just to give my fingers a break. Because I'm knitting this sweater nonstop, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get done with this sweater. And my fingers, because I have been knitting sweaters for like weeks now.
Yeah.
My fingers start to hurt, so that I have to go to crochet to give them a break. And it's crazy. Okay, here's one. I'm making a knitted wine bottle bag. Gonna tell you something, for the longest time, I thought those were the cheesiest things. I was like, why would anybody ever make one? Then I made one. And I was like, why would anybody not make one of these? Like, this is the best thing ever. True story. Like, I'm like,
I know.
These are so great. And you could do such a variety of, you could make them buttons, you could make them to where they go from the bottom up, from the top down. Like, it's just, there's such a variety of things. I've done all sorts of things with them. I love them. And they make such a great gift because you can get a really great bottle of wine and put that on there. And everybody is so excited about it. Like, they're great. They are great. I should make a note. I should put some of my wine bottle cozies like together and give those patterns away. That would be good too. Because they're really good. Oh, scrubbies. I love a scrubby.
I love a scrubby.
I love a scrubby. I know that yarn is a little tricky to work with if you're using like scrubby yarn.
Yeah.
I get it. It's tricky because it's hard to see the stitches.
Yeah.
I love a scrubby. I really do. Kristen, fingerless mitts for your mom-in-law or mom?
I think she said mom. It was mom.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to knit or crochet, but I've got both on my, just let, go take a peek at my Ravelry stuff. I got both. Let's see. I have to use 2 needles to cast on because I knit tight.
Right. Ooh.
Whew, boy.
That's
yeah, definitely. Jill, give that a try. Like, just pay attention to yourself as you're knitting.
Yeah.
Like, if you keep your finger up here, or if you just after you knit the stitch, bring your finger down, either one, bring your finger down before you go to knit the next stitch. Don't pull it up to tighten it. Bring your finger down. It'll work. I'm telling you. Christina Haskell. Hi, honey. I'm making socks for the in-laws, blanket for the husband, ornaments for the teachers. Wow. A blanket for the husband. If I made a blanket for John, he would be like, I need it big enough to fold underneath my feet and to fit up here to my neck. So then you're making like
your husband's 6'4".
Well, that's like mine's 6. He's 6'2", but it would have to be like a 7-foot blanket.
Yeah.
Like, it'd have to be huge.
Yeah.
I'm no.
Look, Marley, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. So I found a knit blanket at Target that was very reasonably priced. And I bought 3 of them because they came in king size, and it is my favorite blanket. And I'm so glad I bought 3 of them because when they get picked or gross, I don't feel bad. They were on sale. I think I paid like $45 for each one. I bought all 3. I have 2 gray and a beige because those are the only colors that they offer, because apparently millennials are afraid of color. And look, I can send, if they still have it, I will look it up on Target. They still have it. I'll send it to you. Then you can tell your husband he has a hand knit blanket now.
All right. That's funny. Is it Yeti? Yeti?
I think.
Only one gift knit this year, making the knit menorah because Hanukkah is so late this year. The first day of Hanukkah is Christmas Day.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you making the Menorahsaurus by chance?
That is so cute, by the way, the Menorahsaurus.
It's adorable. I love it. My mom liked a scarf with pockets and nice slippers. We made slippers one year too. Those were good too. Okay. A friend requested some handmade dishcloths, so now I'm cranking them out for multiple presents. My favorite pattern right now is the corner to corner crochet that really works up quickly. You know what? I think there's something about the corner to corner is that it's like deceptive of how long it's taking you. Like, it feels like you're just getting a whole lot of bang for your buck because you're starting so small and you only have to go like just a little bit, then you're going back down again. Like, I love a corner to corner. I love a corner to corner. Like, if I can nudge Robin enough, like, we have 3 corner to corner blankets patterns that we've had them done for like 3 or 4 years. We haven't published them, and I'm hoping that we can put them in Jolly Holiday this year. And they're cute. They have like a graphic on them. They're for kids. They're real cute.
I love a handmade dishcloth to give someone.
Yes.
It's like, and it's also like, it doesn't have to be a dishcloth. Like, if you want to give it to like a lady friend or like someone who needs to like maybe take a little bit better care of themselves, like make them a little spa basket with handmade gift. I promise you that person who will never take a bath will take a bath because they will feel guilty if they don't use your handmade gift. Okay. Like, look, sometimes you have to manipulate people into taking care of themselves. I'm not me. my husband has to manipulate me into taking care of myself sometimes.
I understand. Knitting socks too for her nephews. That's cool.
That's
I
great.
love making socks. I'm in the middle of making socks right now. That is a very big Easter egg, everybody. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It's a very big Easter egg. Do with that what you will.
I mean, socks are your favorite thing.
Socks are my favorite. I used to reward myself for finishing a pattern. I would be allowed to knit a pair of socks. Otherwise, I would knit socks all the time. Now my reward is a hat because I can get a hat done in no time.
I can make a hat in an evening. I have so many hats, which is why I decided to do this.
In an evening.
Look, I decided to do this because I was like, look, if I hate it, I can wear hats, grow it out until the summer, and I'll be fine.
Yep.
Like, I'll be fine.
I love a hat.
I have so many hats.
I love, and you only have to make one. You don't have to make two.
You can do color work. You can just knit.
Yeah.
Look, I made on my way home from my cousin's wedding. He got married in upstate New York. There were 4 yarn stores within like 20 minutes of where we were. One of them I could see from the front porch of my B&B.
Nice.
And it was very I've never seen that much Mongolian cashmere in one place in my entire life.
Oh, that's lovely stuff.
And they had kits. I couldn't decide between the purple or the teal, so I got both because duh. Now they are sitting on my shelf very lovingly gathering dust because I don't have time to make it. Anyway, so I got myself, like, they had I try to buy something local, right? Like something made by someone local, or it's like locally spun or whatever, like, because that's better. And I went to one of these stores and they had it was a local dyer. He's an engineer and knits, and he dyes yarn, and they're all like geek themed. And so of course Dave was with me, and I was like, well, pick the one that you like and I'll make you a hat. And so I got one. I don't even remember what it was called. And so I wound it up, right? I just wound it by hand at the breakfast after the wedding. I wound it by hand and I just cast it on, right? So then I'm on the plane and I'm just going to town because I don't have to have a pattern for a hat. It's 100 stitches, 1 by 1 twisted rib until I'm comfortable. Okay, that's good. And then just go until I'm like, okay, that's good. And then decrease every other round, every 10th stitch. 9, 8, 7. It's easy. Easy math. That's the hat pattern. And I'm sitting there, and we got stuck on the tarmac, and we were on the bulkhead. So we were right in the front, and we treated ourselves to first class tickets on the way to the wedding. Thank God. And so we're on the bulkhead, and I remember we're just sitting on the tarmac, and I'm just cranking. And because I'm just knitting, no color work, I don't even think. And the stewardess goes, "Are you crocheting?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm knitting." Crochet is the single tool, knitting is 2. And she was like, "I always get them mixed up." I'm like, "It's okay." Right? She's like, "That wasn't that big when you started." And I was like, "Nope, that's how knitting works." Yeah. And she was like, "It's almost done though." And I was like, "Well, I mean, it was a 2.5-hour flight, and we've been sitting on the tarmac for another 20 minutes. So yeah." He goes, "Yeah, this was such a long flight." I was like, "Is it that?"
That happens to me.
And it's because she does all the commuter flights for 30, 45 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, I don't go on a plane for 4.5 hours, so I can crank out a whole hat and then maybe half of one. And she's she's like, "You can make a hat that fast?" I'm like, "If I don't have to follow a pattern, sure can." Yeah. And she was like, "How long did it take you to get that fast?" I was like, "Years."
Yeah. I've been on planes before that I won't realize, I'm just in my own zone.
I'm just I wasn't paying attention.
And when we're deboarding the plane, somebody behind me inevitably is like, "I've been just love watching you knit this whole time." And I'm like, "Thanks." They're like, "You've gotten so far. It's so good." I'm like, "Thank you." Thanks so much. You want to learn? Go to my YouTube channel.
Yeah. And it was so cool because she's like, "Oh man." She was like, "Do you think I could learn to knit?" I'm like, Absolutely. And I was like, "Let me tell you where to go." Because of course she's sitting on the tarmac, so everybody's on their phone.
Right.
And so I sent her to your YouTube channel, but she was like, I was like, "This is my best friend. She can teach you to knit." And she's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, really." She goes, "I would love to make hats." And I was like, "Girl, hats are the best." But that is the thing. After Hankmas is over, I make a hat. Yes. It feels so good.
Yep. This is good too. So if you don't want to commit to a hat, an ear warmer or a headband, Absolute
So I
winners.
saw, speaking of that, I saw one of Brianna's, I guess it was a reel maybe.
Yes, she
or
does
a
great reels.
or an ad. I don't know if it was an ad or not. I can't remember. Where she was making one and shows you how to make that cute twisty one.
Yeah.
So good.
It's so simple. It's just sandwiched.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
So simple, but it looked so good.
Oh yeah. I'm using the thermal stitch for washcloths, nice and thick and a bit scrubby. Yes, absolutely.
Love that.
Absolutely. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie is joining us for lunch. She is finishing her second sleeve of her Suki cardigan. So that is cool. Oh, here you go. This is, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hanjan Fair Isle baubles, socks for my son, and chunky lap blanket for my uncle. That's cool. So that's Hanjan Crochet. You guys, you should go check her out. That's Hannah. Hannah's awesome. All right, so I've just got to the Chasing Rainbows link I put in here. Okay, crocheting a ripple blanket.
Ooh.
I love a ripple blanket or a chevron.
Oh, I love a chevron.
I love a chevron. I love it.
Chevron.
Okay, crocheting a velvet teddy bear for my granddaughter and a turtle for my granddaughter. Minerva, is it the velvet teddy bear designed by Sarah from Repeat Crafter Me? Because that's adorable. I love hers. It's really cute. Boot toppers are a quick, nice gift idea.
Yes.
Absolutely. Especially if the person you're giving them to has larger calves, because I can never find boot toppers that are mass made that fit my calves. So if you're making boot toppers, what?
Where do you find boots that fit your calves?
Lane Bryant, girl, or Torrid. Torrid boots, they have wide calves and extra wide calves. I literally just bought some.
Look, you've seen my calves.
Yes, mine are massive. That's why when I designed my socks, the thigh-high socks, like they are written for big thighs, big calves. Like you pick and choose what you want. Yeah. Torrid.
Because I was like, forget the boot toppers. Where
no. Yeah, Torrid. They are big enough that I can wear a boot topper with a boot. For real. So if you Robin just texted me. Look what Julia sent me. So she apparently got what it was. Okay, I can't wait now. If you're making boot toppers and the person has big calves like mine, you just make them big enough so that they can actually wear them. And then if they're like, oh, I can't wear them with my boots, buy them a coupon to like Torrid or Lane Bryant, and they can order them online. And they run big. Like I wear a 12. And in the boots at Torrid, I have to buy an 11. In the actual shoes at Torrid, I have to buy a 10 because they're naturally wide. Yeah.
See, that's the problem is I have such narrow feet. I can't wear Torrid shoes.
So you're going to have to get like thick boot socks.
Have you met me? Do you know how many pairs of bison socks I own? Come on.
I'm just saying. So then you're set. You'll be good. When you come here next time, you could just try on some of mine to see if you even like them. I've got like 7 pair, maybe.
I love that you have so many pairs of shoes. I have 1 pair of shoes. I wear them until they die, and then I buy 1 more pair. I have a crazy. You know why? This is what I use. Shoes never let you down. They always fit.
That's literally what it is. And I have said that since I was in high school, because I would go shopping with my friends and nothing ever fit me at the stores ever. And I could always go buy shoes or a purse. Mm-hmm. They never let me. And I'm going to cry thinking about that, but that's true. That's one of the reasons I love shoes.
You know what's so funny is the exact opposite for me. The reason I don't have shoes is because when I was a kid, shoes never fit.
Yeah. Yep.
I had Keds. I had
Keds.
I had a pair of white Keds in canvas and a pair of black Keds in canvas.
Did you have a pair of
white Keds in leather and a pair of black Keds in leather? And the leather ones were church shoes and the canvas ones were everyday shoes because they were the only shoes that my mom could find that were long enough and narrow enough for my feet. When I was little, I was a triple, almost quadruple A in how narrow my feet were.
Ooh,
I am a lot heavier now than I used to be. And that, of course, makes your feet wider. Uh-huh. And when I went to buy the shoes that I am currently wearing, and like you stand on a mat and they measure your feet or whatever, he was like, you're barely a triple A. You're barely a double A. You could probably do a triple A.
Wow.
That's how narrow my feet are. He's like, oh, I have the perfect pair of shoes for you. And I put them on. I'm like, these are really narrow. He goes, yeah, we have so many of those because no one can wear them. And I was like, can I get a discount?
Yeah, my feet are not super wide, but I've always
Yeah.
had long feet. And so I always had Keds, and then I could find Oxford shoes, like the 1950s
Yep.
Oxford shoes. I had
Mhm.
those. But then when I got to high school, that's when shoes started coming out a little more in my size, so I could get shoes or purses. I always got shoes or purses.
I
And then
remember the first pair of sneakers that I got, like the first pair of like they weren't Keds. I was so excited I cried.
I remember the first pair of girl sneakers I could buy, because I always had to buy boys.
Oh, I
Always
didn't.
had boys.
I've only, I mean, like, look, I'm 41. I think I can count on one hand the number of women's sneakers that I've earned.
Yeah,
I've owned
I
in
have
my
very
lifetime.
few women's sneakers.
I
Most
am
of mine are
currently
men.
wearing men's shoes.
Yeah. I mean, I love men's shoes, men's tennis shoes. They fit
Yeah.
great for me. But yeah, that's what's going on there. All right, so that was a detour right there, y'all.
Sorry. Girl.
But now I'm so happy because there's stores that I can actually wear
Yeah.
clothes, and it's delightful. Okay, let me go to the next one. I'm doing an amigurumi with a book, like
Oh,
Hungry Caterpillar, and a Crocheted Caterpillar, and the Brown Bear book.
with finger puppets.
That's so cool. Green eggs and ham. I'll try and post pictures. That's so awesome.
I love that, Sharon. That's
so
awesome.
awesome. Yes, I know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about.
We were talking about somebody.
Okay. I don't remember.
I have the.
Oh, they're probably talking about the Lily.
Yes.
That person.
I was like, I have the memory of a squirrel.
Tatiana.
Right.
Yeah. I still can't remember her name. Like, I know her stuff the minute I see it. I have made multiple dishcloths for my mom, and now I'm working on an advent project from TL Yarn Crafts and Hobby.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I got yarn from Tony, like her new yarn. And so I have, it's all over there on my desk. And she sent me, I'm sorry, I got really excited all of a sudden. She sent me all the jewel tone colors. And so when I signed up to be part of, like, I was like, I'll help you. I'll do a reel. And so I want to make something to do the reel. And I'm like, ooh, I'll make something for Jolly Holiday. So I'm trying to get, got very, very excited. I want to get this sweater done because that's my next project, is I get to use Tony's yarn. And I'm very excited about it because I love it.
I'm jealous.
It's here, hold on.
I'm trying to go look at her. It's not loading. Stupid.
It's so squishy soft. Like, can you see?
Ooh, girl, it's good.
Like, she sent a note with it. She's like, I loved pulling the colors for you. And I was like, this is so perfect.
My God, I love that.
And it's like this, it's just so incredibly soft. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited.
Gosh.
I
It
just
looks
can't wait
so
to use
good.
it. Apricity, Apricity, alpaca polyamided wool. It just feels,
it looks
so
delightful.
Good. Like, I wish I had like 10 balls of one color, of this color. I like this color. This is like an evergreen color. I don't know what she calls it. I don't think it has a name on it. It's like a dark green. Can you see that? Like a dark green. It's beautiful. But like, I would like a cardigan or something with it. Although I look good in that. I mean, I look good in all of it. I'm just going to be honest. I could rock all of it.
I'm so mad about the yellow. Because remember, you were like, you should get this. I was like, look at this yellow. And you went, never again.
Oh, yellow and you are not good.
No.
I can do yellow, especially if I have a full beat
which
of
is
makeup.
wild. This is the thing I don't understand. Like, we can share foundation.
Yeah.
But I can't wear yellow.
A yellowish undertone. Mine's more red.
I feel like I'm just very
this yarn, if y'all are looking to splurge, I'm not an affiliate for them at all. So
I tried to go look it up. Like, I looked up TL Yarn Craft yarn, and I think it's sold out.
It's sold out.
The first hit was Hobby, and then like I went and the page is just blank.
Well, if she's
sold it out, girl, get it.
If she is still selling it, go and buy it directly from TL Yarn Craft. Like, buy it, go through her to get to Hobby, so that way she gets the affiliate link. Like, she's fantastic. Like, Tony, guys, Tony is the real deal. I just really like her a lot. Sorry, I totally went on a tangent there. Okay. Yep, very cool. I have a blanket of hers started at a coral blanket. So that's Tatiana lady again. I didn't mean it to sound like that. Invite her to the live sometime. I should do that. I think is she English?
She is.
I think she's from England.
Yeah.
Hannah did an entire book of bauble patterns last year. I remember. And I just finished the Granny Square dress by Brianna. Plan to wear it next week in Vegas. That's cool. Let me keep going here. Sparktabulous.
Yeah.
Scarves and chunky hats are the gift I am making this year for the fam, especially those in very cold climates up there. Yes. This would make a great hat. This is such a good color. Do you see that?
It's such a good color.
That is, I wish they had a color name. I mean, probably has a color name somewhere on it. It doesn't, I don't see a actual color. That color is great on me. That's just good on me. Julia Herb, I'm supposed to. So Robin is saying, can I get her email address so I can tell her thank you? Julia, I'm going to tell you right now, Robin is very grateful. Thank you so much. She's going to email you too, but I'm going to tell you, she's very excited because I sent her the Harry and David today too. So she got that today in the mail. So she's like,
nice.
So Arn and Carlos knit Christmas balls are awesome. That's cool. Julia, 2 knit, 1 crochet. Have no idea what that means, but okay. Oh, I know. She's talking about the hats.
Yes,
the mosaic
that's
hats.
what it was. Yes, hats.
That was a while ago. I'm thinking of making myself some fingerless mitts. Do it, Jen. Do it. You need a pattern. I have patterns for you. I have patterns. Stephanie, sleeve number 2 is done. I won
a yarn chicken.
Go buy yourself a lottery ticket. I'm making crochet Christmas ball ornaments from Simply Made by Erin. Okay, Simply Made by Erin. I'm gonna go look that up. Go look her up. See if I can look her up. Come on, advanced search. Simply Made by Erin. Simply Made by Erin, right here.
Oh, they're super cute.
Are they? Okay, let me go over here. All right, so I'm not sure which one it might be. Christmas ball. Probably these.
Yeah.
Cute stuff.
Yeah, real cute stuff.
Real cute stuff. Has she been on?
I think she has.
I was like, some of this looks familiar.
Very familiar. I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay. You guys have been here. You know that every year I'm like, oh, this is great. Wait, has she? Because I always forget. Yeah, this is good stuff. Sweet. All right. Okay, back over here. Marly Bird coming UPS today. Robin should be delivered today too. Oh, okay. Delay. Obviously, we're getting through these as quickly as I can. Making a blanket for your boss. Do you love your boss?
I was about to say, you must have a great boss.
You must love your boss. Julia says, you're very welcome, Linz.
It's very delicious.
Okay. Stephanie, living in my Turkey Trot 2019 crochet poncho today. It's a warm hug. It is. Like, I want to make another poncho similar to that same style, different stitch pattern. I think it's time because I love that one so much. Stephanie, Julia loves hers as well. Like, I wear mine all the time. Jill says, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm watching your videos. Awesome, Jill. You're not going to be a tight knitter anymore. You're not going to know what to do. The knitting hack tips. Marly Bird comes in on the clutch. I kind of gave up on knitting because I am a tight knitter as well and gravitated to crochet. I'm telling you, that's the trick. And it'll take you a little bit to get used to it. Like, work on something that's not important, so to speak.
Like, it's not gauge specific.
Like, to give yourself practice, because your gauge is going to adjust until you get used to it.
My gauge was totally different when I switched. Yeah.
Tell us about your earrings.
Oh, I bought these earrings at I was like a Stitches West, I think, years ago. And they're actually little like felted little baubles set in sterling. And they don't weigh a lot, but they are like super, like, this is I like a long earring because I have short hair. So like, I love a long earring, but I don't like them to be heavy. And I used to only wear these to school very rarely when I was teaching because I didn't want them to get gross.
I get that.
As middle school. And I found them in my bag. Like, I have a little bag that I keep all my earrings in. I made it. And I was going through like trying to find a different pair of earrings, and I saw them and I was like, I could wear these every day. There are no children.
That's awesome. Eva, Marly, I can't believe how much you know how to do in just a short amount of time. You've been knitting. You are so creative. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I became obsessed. I have ADHD. If you don't fully understand, like it's you don't just do a craft, you become the craft. you don't just read a book, you become an author. Like you do all the things, right? I the minute I learned to knit, you guys, when I tell you I was completely obsessed with it, like could not get enough of books, of blogs, of reading, of learning it all. That's where I was. So I just absorb. And even, I mean, to this day, I don't know everything. I still learn. I'm always learning from people, trying new things. And more often than not, my teaching stuff comes from me teaching myself and trying to dissect how something works, because that's how my brain works. Especially knitting, because I tried to relate it so much to how it related to crochet, because I could crochet anything. And I was like, so if I'm knitting, what is this knit thing that I'm doing? Like, what would it be in crochet? And the minute I could see that, it was like the matrix became clear to me. I was like, I get it now. So it's just very helpful. Okay, let's see here. Parsnip, I love that pocket scarf so much. Oh, so the turkey trot one, I love it too. I need to make another one. It's one of my favorites, along with the poncho from Turkey Trot. That's the 2019 one. That was the original. That's the OG Turkey Trot. I get complimented more on those two items than all others I wear. That's so great. You know what one I get compliments on a lot? I wore it the other day. I wore the Check Me Out poncho, because everybody loves that. And then obviously the Ruana, I wear that one a lot. The crocheted one, the Creekside Ruana, I wear that one all the time. The green one. The Kaleidoscope Swancho, love it. And then I wore Sazerac out a couple weeks ago, and somebody didn't believe me that it wasn't store-bought. I was like, no, it's handmade.
Look, I remember when we went to that marketing thing in Louisiana. And you were like, would you wear this? I was like, yeah, I'll wear that. Absolutely, I will. Like, deeply obsessed with it. Y'all, I was so obsessed with that sweater that I was like, you have to I need this pattern, Marly. I need this pattern. Like, literally, I would bother her and be like, what about the sweater pattern, Marly? What about the sweater pattern, Marly? And I remember, was it Lindley Hips? Was it Lindley?
Yeah.
He was like, where'd you get your sweater? I was like, she made it. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, she made it. And I was like, I just get to enjoy the fruits of her labor.
That was so fun. I brought so many things there for us to wear.
And thank God that room was
it was so cold in that room. Thank God.
Everybody, like one day we were wearing ponchos and like I tucked my knees up under it. And someone, a woman turned around and was like, I'm really jealous of that right now.
I think the funny part was you were like, I don't like wearing ponchos. I feel like I look big in them. And then you were so happy you were wearing the poncho.
I was so cold. I was like, this is the best.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. All right. So I'm almost done with the gift of Christmas crochet along made by Anita. I used 4 weight and a larger hook, and we'll end up with 2 throws for Christmas. Wow.
That's amazing.
Wow. That's awesome. I love working with sock yarn. Donna, I do too, believe it or not.
Yeah.
When I was the creative director for Bijou Basin Ranch Yak Yarn, my favorite yarn weight still to this day is sport weight. I love sport weight. I love size 5 needles and sport weight. I love it, love it, love it. But I worked with so much sock yarn, and a lot of people that I sold to, they love sock yarn, right? So then I transitioned to the big box stores, working as the spokesperson for Red Heart and doing more and more there. And everybody, if you go to the big box stores, guys, there is no fingering weight. There's very little sport or DK weight. If you have it, it's only in baby yarn, baby colors. It's all worsted or thicker. And the reason is because those big box stores want you to use that yarn fast. So big yarn, you're going to use it fast. You're going to come back and buy more yarn. So it's harder now that my audience is different.
Yeah.
To get my audience to buy in to use the sport weight or even the fingering weight yarn. Even though crochet with sock yarn is gorgeous. Beautiful. I think y'all realized that when we did the bestie box. I mean, Robin's shawl is absolutely gorgeous. You know, knitting with sock yarn, absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's just a matter of trying to help people see that they can use it for more than just socks. Yeah. Tin Can Knits, that's the one. That's the flax baby sweater. Thank you.
That's it.
That was it. Okay, here we go. Muscle burrow. I can't say it right.
Muscle
Blew out
burrow.
because you don't have to swatch. All the math is done for
Oh.
you, and the hat fits like store-bought, doesn't look handmade, if that makes sense. I get it.
I get it.
I get it. I just, again, I want to know what the sorcery is about getting so many people to use the sock weight yarn for the reasons I just talked about. Like, it's hard. Well, and for that same thing, like, my audience, like I said, is different. Not everybody wants to buy online. Like, they want to go to the store and buy yarn.
Yeah.
Totally understand that. So if you can't find what you're looking for at the store, because all you can find is like the Peyton's Croy sock yarn, and you're not getting the hand dye type yarns, or you're not going to We Crochet to get the Hawthorne yarn or the Twill fingering yarn, or which are great yarns, really very nicely priced. But I get it. It can be scary to buy something online, but I hope you guys know that whenever I give you any sort of review on yarn, I'm not telling it to you because they've paid me to do that. Like, I am as much a knitter, crocheter, consumer as you are. And so if I'm going to find a nice yarn, I'm going to tell you about it. If there's a yarn I'm not telling you about, it's because I don't like it. I'm not going to disparage any yarns out there.
No.
That's not who I am. But if I'm not talking about a yarn, there's usually a reason why. Either I haven't used it or I don't like it. And you'll know, because if I tell you I haven't used it, I will tell you, or I'll just be quiet. But if you are ever like, I just don't know, I should buy this online or not. If I'm telling you it's good, it's good. Same thing. Like, if you go to a restaurant, if I'm telling you the food is good, it's good. The food is good. It's good.
Facts.
My son learned that. He's like, Mom, I always trust you. I'm like, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Woo. Kalani's been making that same hat for 3 years. That's what I'm saying. So many people have made that hat.
Well, there you go.
Apparently I only work with sock yarn now. My hands hate it, but it's what I lean to. I get it. I have a whole room full of it. So I totally understand. Marley Bird, your settings on YouTube don't permit us to post links. Even in the not in the comments on
the comments you can,
under the video, you should be able to. I think.
Yeah, I don't think that's available until the live ends.
Oh, I think you can. I think you can post it, but I have to go in and approve it. So that way we don't get spammers. Because
one time we got someone trying to get y'all to click on something that was definitely not safe for women.
And I constantly get like naked women wanting to connect in my comments. Ew. I don't know. But so I think that I can do that. I think you have to put a comment underneath the video, and then I have to approve it. But even if you can't put a link, just put the name of the designer and the name of the pattern. People can look it up too, if that works for you. Oh my gosh, so many of you. I love all this.
Yeah.
I made 8 of them. Of the muscle burrow? The muscle burrow. Muscle burr? I can't know. The sock yarn hat. Yasilda's hat. I'm just gonna call it Yasilda's hat.
There you go.
I'm not interested in that hat. I don't like mindless knitting. Like, I struggle with stockinette. I need something to.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. Totally love the mosaic hats you did. Thank you so much. I obviously was obsessed. I don't hardly ever make anything twice. So I just became very obsessed with it. I've used sock yarn, DK, and worsted weight. The sock yarn took a little longer, but it's just knitting in the round like a sock. Great TV knitting and no thinking. I get it. Very versatile. I can send you some wine cozy patterns if you like knitting and crocheting. Sure. Okay, let me keep going here. A hooded cowl.
Oh, cute.
Okay, those are very popular right now too.
Yeah.
Hooded cowls. Crocheting my cartoons.
Helps keep tension.
Cousins.
I don't know.
I also crochet my cartoons for knit projects. Cartons. I don't know what you're. Donna, I don't know what you're saying. My Granny Berry Pie a la mode blanket fits a king size bed. Just saying. I'm never gonna make that blanket, Stephanie. I love it. It's beautiful, but I'm not, because I'm not gonna make I'm not making a king size blanket. I'm not doing it. Not gonna happen. I love it. Not gonna happen. I bet your husband loves it though. Sorry. My son gets too hot, so I'm making him and the hubby a throw blanket. That's perfect. Couldn't you do a mitten with long, a 2 for gift, pair of tall mittens as a can or beer wine cooler holder? I don't understand.
I think a long hem, a 2 for gift, pair of tall mittens. Oh, like they could be arm warmers.
Okay.
Or a wine or like a wine sleeve.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Took me a second, but I got there.
I was like, I'm not sure. Marley, you are so right about the sizing on the husband's blanket. I finished it. It's 70 inches by 80 inches per his request and was a beast. Absolutely. Olsen's blanket, my Olsen blanket, my Tony Lipsy, all Tunisian simple stitch. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot.
Oh my gosh. That is a ton. It's a ton. Hey, did I mention to you guys there's 2 free patterns out today? Their link is in the video description box below. I have an active in making sock. I'm so afraid that it will be lopsided. One is bigger or smaller than the other. That's where I usually will make a third, and then 2 of them will fit. And then I have this one random one, and then I'll try and do the next one to fit that one.
No, Marley Bird, just knit them at the same time.
No.
Yes, you do the toe and the toe, and the foot and the foot, and the heel and the heel.
Oh no, yeah, I do that. I do that. I thought you meant like 2 at a time, like on the same.
Oh God, no,
I don't do that.
I hate. Look, I hate magic loop with the fiery passion of 1,000 burning suns.
No, I don't.
I want my DPNs. I split my yarn on a scale.
Yes,
and I have 2, and I put it in a twofer, and I knit. Because look, I will tell you that my ADHD doesn't matter if I write it down or not. I will second guess myself, and then none of my heels are the same.
Yes,
years of making socks that did not match. Years. So
that's actually right now on the sweater for the turkey trot sweater. I'm knitting both fronts at the same time for the same reason.
Yeah,
because I get too messed up. Up. Okay, Julia. Yes, I need those blanket patterns. Can't have enough blankets. That must be the corner to corner blankets. Got to tell Robin, Julia.
Not personal.
Got to tell Robin. Everybody loves your haircut, Linz.
Thanks.
Everybody loves your haircut. Working on banana socks for a 13-year-old that has size 43 in shoes already. That's what I wear. I wear a 43. Wow.
I think when I was 13, I was too.
Yeah, I wear a 43. I know that because when I buy my Birkenstocks or I buy my Danskos, I have to get 43s.
There you go.
Yep. But in my Doc Martens, I have to get 42s. 43s are too big.
Interesting.
I know. Karen
sizing is made up and the points don't matter.
Okay. Karen loves making socks. Donna, I crochet my cast on stitches for knitted projects. I know people that do that.
Yeah.
She's making the menorah pattern, was so happy. It was an add-on when I bought the turkey trot. Oh, good. I make a hat in a couple of
hours depending on the weight. Yeah,
absolutely. I started a pair of socks a while ago. I have 1.5 socks. I just have to finish the shape of the toe. I don't know what my issue is. You know what? And the minute you do it, you're going to be like, that's so nice to have that done. Like I'm so with you. That's usually where it is. I'm like a mechanic whose car never gets fixed, but with hats. I've made so many and I don't have any when I need one. Family steals them all. So that's funny because last year we took my family to Disney for the Christmas present. So we were there. Yeah. We flew out New Year's Eve and we were there New Year's Day and so on. It was so cold in Florida. And you guys know how many hats I have, right?
Yeah.
It's so cold in Florida. I had to buy a hat. And so I text Robin. I said, you want to talk about irony? Is that I'm in Florida and I need a hat and I'm a knitter who makes hats at Disney and I had to buy a hat because I didn't have a hat. Rough. But this time, so when John and I went a couple weeks ago, I brought my hat. I brought my pink one, like the falling leaves, the pink and brown one that I made. I brought that to Disney and I wore it. And I was so happy. I took pictures of me with it, wearing it by the castle. Because I was like, take a picture of me in my hat. Okay, a regular hat is maybe 6 hours of knitting for me. It's the finishing that takes me forever. I get that.
Yep.
Okay, boot toppers. Living in Sweden again. I miss. Okay, living in Sweden again, and I missed my group where I could give things to charity. Finally found a similar place here.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
hats, socks, baby clothes goes there. My itch is getting scratched. My itch is getting scratched. My scratch is getting itched. My itch is getting scratched. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. After my fair, which I'm guessing is a craft fair,
Yeah.
I'll be doing some of your quick patterns, Brianna's and MJ's. That's awesome. I've got so many quick patterns that I'm working on right now because that's part of the whole Jolly holiday. Of course, we're going to have a couple sweaters in there too, but we have some quick patterns. So I'm working on some of that stuff. Oh man, I am so not far in the comments. Lane Brighton Toward for the win. I love them. Okay, each day is leg day when you're a woman of size. I get an ankle boot and make a long boot topper.
Look, when the ankle boots came into style, I was like, finally, I can wear boots again.
Yep. Thigh high socks, really, I need to check out your page. Yes. And they're awesome. They're called the
gorgeous.
Appalachian. Is that how you say it?
So if you live in Appalachia, yes, it's Appalachian. If you live anywhere else, it's Appalachian.
Because I would have said Appalachian, but you corrected me before and said Appalachian.
It is Appalachian.
That's why I said it.
In Appalachia, it is Appalachian.
Okay. Yes. So it's my Appalachian thigh-high socks, knit thigh-high socks. They're fantastic. And if you're going to go for the socks, you might as well just go for the By Crafty Stitch Night, which has all the things. It's awesome.
All the things.
All the things.
The PDA sweater. Hearts. All the hearts.
It's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. Do you know the smallest shoe size? I have small feet and big calves.
Like for boots from Torrid.
I don't. Because I'm always looking for the 10s. I don't know. You'd have to look it up. Boot topper, Torrid boots. My arches are insane. Men's shoes do not have pointed toes. Exactly. So pretty. Hey, Marly. And hi, Jody Long. Hopefully you're still here. Hi, Jody. Gosh, I'm sorry. It's the scrolling. Hopefully he's still here. I love his stuff. Jody Long, his yarn is the Tweety yarn that I bought with you when I was in Tennessee last time. I have it over here.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's such a mess over here.
Girl, I don't even want to talk about it. My studio is basically the pit of despair. It's fine.
Okay.
And it's only going to get worse. I have to unbox several things and try to play trash Tetris outside.
It's underneath a bunch of samples, but it's good yarn. He's got a lot of really good yarn and great designs. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Whew. I'm going to start making Christmas baubles by Brianna. Hyperfocus at its best. Do you have a link for your thigh-high socks? Yeah, let me find them. Let me get them for you. Oh, just running over there. So excited. My heart's like.
Sorry, this isn't personal. I don't know why I'm yawning.
Sure.
Oh my God, I left my lunch at home.
That's not good. No. Do you want to keep asking some of the questions?
Sure. Where are you?
There they are.
Oh, hi, Michelle. That hat looks like something you can take to knit at night and not miss any stitches. Facts.
Right.
Going to start Baubles by Brianna K. Hyper-focused at its best, yes. Thigh-high socks. The Velvet Teddy Bear pattern is by Toy Story Patterns AU on Etsy.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to give you the By Crafty
Jody's favorite needle size is a US 5. Same.
I'm telling you, US 5 is the way to go.
US 5. The first sweater I ever knit was on 5s and 3s.
Yes, 3.75. Those are my favorite needle size.
That's my go-to size. It's my go-to size.
I love size 5 needles. I have so many size 5 needles.
I hate big box stores. I love DK. I love DK too. I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that deeply. DK is my go-to. If I'm making a sweater, I want it to be DK.
Yeah.
Knit one of Nancy Bates National Park hats for a charity fundraiser. Fun.
A lot of people.
When I couldn't get exactly the colors I needed, I mixed 2 colors of sock yarn, held together, and worked great. That was such a good solution.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring weight so versatile, you can pair it with almost any other yarn to make unique garments. I completely agree. My local yarn store has the best yarn. I buy from 2 places, either Bad Sheep Yarn or my LYS in Tempe.
That's perfect.
This surprises me. It's tough finding yarn in Canada. I have a couple of local yarn sources in Calgary, Stash Lounge and Arcane Fiberworks. Great customer service and amazing selection. That's so strange. I would have thought that it would be easy to find.
I would have thought so too, because it's Canada.
Right. Weird.
Doesn't everybody knit in Canada?
Right.
I mean,
don't you have to, or you could like lose digits?
It's like Luca. When Luca was here, I asked him, I was like, Luca, do you learn to knit in Germany? He was like, he goes, yeah, in 2nd grade. I don't think I could do it now. And I'm like, 2nd grade? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I bet you could do it. I can show you, Luca. I'm like, you broke your ankle. You got a lot of free time.
Got a lot of free time, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie made Stephanie's blanket into a giant super scarf instead.
That's smart.
Love that idea.
That's a smart idea.
Diane, my 6'2" son wants a new blanket for his bed. I said buy one.
Yep. That's awesome.
I love that energy. My go-to baby blanket is the hooded baby blanket by Lion Brand. Jody, I'm making my husband a throw. I got to the end of the ribbed welt. Just 500 odd rows to go for Christmas.
Dude, that's love.
That is the purest form of love, right there.
I want to know, what yarn are you using? I want to know what yarn you're using. For real. Okay, This is adorable. The crochet cat couch from Yarn Inspirations. That thing is hilarious. When that came out, I was like, no way. Burke. Ann Burke made one of those.
Oh, magic loop 2 at a time all the way. Maggie, I cannot do magic loop. I am so impressed with people who can.
Spark, yes, you helped us with Glenda.
Yeah, Glenda. You're a real person. Say banana.
I still follow Alfonso on Facebook.
Yeah,
like he's going through, he's like remodeling, I think like a rental property or something like that. He's always posting properties in Kansas City and such. I still follow him.
Yeah. Considering making socks at the same time, but not on the same needle because I hate magic loop. Yep. Yes, Elise, join the sock.
Right there.
Come to the dark side. We have DPNs.
Yes. You could do 2 circulars. I do that. I do toe up 2 circulars. I don't mind
I like DPNs, but here's the funny part. I only ever always knit on circulars. So then when I switch to DPNs, I just drop the needle and I'm constantly having to go get it.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I did a 2 at a time toe up sock class with Vicky Howell, and it was amazing, but I cannot do it on my own. Too much yarn, too much cord, chaos.
It's a lot. Oh, good. Jody's still here. Hey, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
What time is it where you are? Are you still in Turkey? I know he's in the EU, but I think he moved around. Oh, that's nice yarn.
Yeah, it is.
That's a nice yarn. Of course you're going to use nice yarn. If you're going to put that much work in something, of course you want to use nice yarn. Did we make it to the end? Holy moly, I feel like it took forever.
I know. I was like, can we do it?
That is so awesome. Oh, see, she says, yes, we just had Thanksgiving in the remodeled house. Nice. Well, you can tell him I've been enjoying watching it. It's been fun. Oh, he moved back to the UK. Very cool. Well, Jody's awesome, you guys. If you haven't gotten a chance, his yarn is sold at local yarn stores, so you can check that out for sure. I think Webb's carries his yarn too. I'm not positive on that, but I think maybe Lovecrafts. I'm not sure. But okay, everybody. That's it for today's broadcast. Again, today was just like, hey, tell us what you're making. Let's give some love, some designers out there, and help each other with some ideas of what we can make. Don't forget that you could pick up those free patterns. It's a free toe up knit pattern or a free toe up crochet pattern. There's video tutorials that go with it. It is not formatted in our newest Canva format yet, because we just haven't gotten to those patterns yet. So it's the older format. Not that matters, but I just thought I'd tell you. And last but not least, so Robin and I last night, we were talking about Jolly Holiday. Yeah. And because we were going to try and get something out today, right? And so Robin says, she goes, again, Marly, I think we should. I'm going to pause here because what she's going to proceed to tell me, I don't remember her telling me the first time. And she's, I guess, told me like 3 or 4 times. And I guess I just didn't hear it. Right. So she's like, again, Marly, I think we should start on the 12th and do 2 patterns a day all the way to the 24th and do like the 12 days of Christmas for Jolly Holiday. Right. That seems brilliant to me. Why would I not do that? Like, it seems.
Well, look, I moved Hankmas from the 12th to the 19th because everyone's so busy from the 12th to the 24th, but everyone's just sitting at home going, what do I do from the 26th to the 1st?
Well, we got something for the 26th to the 1st for them.
I know.
That's another Easter egg, everybody. So
hint, wink, wink, nudge,
hint,
nudge.
hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So yeah, so if you're just like, where's Jolly Holiday? So Robin and I are both finishing up projects that are half done that we have patterns written for, but we're finishing up the samples. I mean, y'all, here's a sweater, here's a sweater, here's a bag, and then I just made the hat. Here's a shawl.
Okay, here's my favorite part of the story is that everything has its own ELB.
I know, right? It's seriously, it's all ELB. And then,
but also, can I just say, I'm going to pick on you for a second. I'm going to say it because you were like, I don't like those vinyl bags. I will never like a vinyl bag. And I want you to know that you picked up 5 vinyl bags just now and 2 buckets.
Yeah. The viewfinders are like my favorite. Like
those are view use. Yeah.
View use. Yeah. They're like, I love them. But I mean, it's all here. All we're doing is we're.
And then that weird bag that I cut wrong, and I'm like, this is a strange size. You're like, I love it. Keep going.
I love it. I love it. So we've got projects that we have, like, they're so close to being done. So we're frantically finishing them because we have the patterns done. So then we can add all of that to Jolly Holiday and make it spectacular. The hardest part with Jolly Holiday is we don't split it up where you could just buy the knit patterns or just buy the crochet. It's both, right? Yeah. So like you get 24 patterns. If 12 of them are crochet and 12 of them are knit, say we charge $24. That's $2 a pattern if you're just a knitter or just a crocheter, or it's $1 a pattern if you're by Crafty.
Yeah.
At $2 a pattern, it's still like, this is a great deal. It's a great deal. I don't know what we're pricing it at. I don't know yet. We haven't talked about that. I think it will all depend on what the final projects are in there. So we're doing that. You have the free patterns on my website today. Please, please, please feel free to share those links, like on Instagram, on Facebook, and Facebook groups, wherever you want to share the links. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I did send it in an email, which, by the way, can I tell you how strange it is for me when I send out an email and it's an email to give you a link to go get a free pattern, and I've had 17 unsubscribes. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
You ready for this? You ready for this? Like, this is a problem I've been trying to solve this problem for a while, right? Like, everybody stops live. No one goes to the website. You know, I've talked to you about this problem.
Yes.
We've had this conversation, right? Well, I learned something about I use Klaviyo for my newsletter, and I learned something about it yesterday. And so I was on the call with Kate, and I'm like, oh, let me make I'm going to make segments. And like, you can choose, like, someone has viewed whatever collection, right? And I picked like the most recent 3 collections. Grand total of people who have viewed those 3 collections.
No.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. So like, I've been hyper fixated and like trying to figure it out. And that's okay. Like, gotta learn, gotta change, gotta pivot.
We'll figure it out. Figure it out.
But I mean, like, hey, did I then get fed 1,000 Facebook ads for AI to run ads for me?
Oh, yeah.
Have I seriously considered it? Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But you got to have the money to run the ads. It's like, it's this vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. All right. So send the links out to newsletter subscribers. If you are subscribed to my newsletter, which FYI, if you're subscribed to my Grow, you're also subscribed to my newsletter. So that's really super handy. But you'll get, anytime we're giving out a free pattern link, I send you the link so you can go to that page and then find the button, click the link, all the things. And then I'm posting on social media about it too. But your help is really appreciated. I super duper appreciate you. I don't know what other word to use. I don't know what other word to use.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think we're back at our regular scheduled time of noon.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I think Friday we can do it noon. And then Robin said she might be able to go Saturday with you if you wanted to.
If we do Saturday, I have to do it really early. I have to do it like 9.
She might have to do that too.
Okay.
So you guys can chat that
But it
up.
would also be really fast because I have
That's
to make a lot of things on Saturday.
That's totally fine. I think you're good. Yeah, I'm leaving the house at 8:00 to drive to the track meet. So
Okay.
Katie and her mom are going, and then we're picking up Taylor on the way. So we got to leave early. But
Yeah.
All right. So that's it from us, everybody. I hope you had a good day. I hope you got some good ideas. If you want to leave comments in the bottom after this video, you know, underneath the video, you can leave comments. You could say, hey, I'm making this pattern by this designer, and try and leave a link. And I'll go, if it doesn't post right away, it's because it's getting held for me to go approve.
Yeah.
I'll go approve them, and it'll, you know, just give some love to some other designers and see what other people are making. And if you need ideas, you can go check those out also. And don't forget to smash that like button. Go to the Erin Lane Bags Town Hall if you're part of the Erin Lane Bag Buddies. Tomorrow, I want to talk about all things planner, because I have so many stickers, and I know you're the planner lady, so I want to talk about planners tomorrow. Okay. Not just planners, but I want to talk about planners.
Okay, let's talk about planners.
Okay.
I have so much brain science for you. So much brain science.
Okay, so if y'all are here for that, if y'all want to hear all about the planners tomorrow, that's what we're going to talk about. All right, see you guys later. Have a great day.